Alrighty, good evening, good morning, everybody. Losing track of time here. Welcome to my stream. Welcome to my final consecutive streaming day for the week. As you know, usually my streaming weeks start around Wednesday-ish, and they end on Monday. So this is the sixth straight streaming day, and I welcome you all to the stream wholeheartedly. How you all doing? I hope you all had a great weekend. I hope that you're all ready for some fun today on the stream. Both streams are the new release games. For this last couple of weeks, we've got SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated here on the first stream. Retro platforming fun. I've really enjoyed the game up to this point, despite a save bug glitch that happened a couple streams ago. I'm hoping that it doesn't come back because it did not happen the last time that we played, which was good. We're currently in Mermaid Man's Lair, an underground cave system. With all kinds of fun puzzles and stuff going on. And I'm enjoying myself thoroughly here. I hope you guys are ready for more of that continuing today. Should be some good stuff. Then later tonight, on the late stream, it's the continuation of SpongeBob. No, it's not the continuation of SpongeBob. I got distracted because Jasper's outside the door. He's making noise. No, Jasper, you can't come in here right now. I'm sorry, Jasper. You cannot. Maybe later. Not now. He won't stop. He's pawing the door very cutely. But anyway, the late stream tonight is The Last of Us Part 2, continuing on. And for what I'm to understand, I may be roughly around halfway through Abby's story. Maybe not. My wife was telling me last night, she's like, oh, when you're Abby, you get so many new things. Like, you get, the crossbow and all that. I was like, yeah, I just got it. She's like, oh, well, did you put the scope on the crossbow? Yeah, it makes it much better. I said, no, I, literally just got it. And she's like, oh, you're, barely halfway through Abby's story. There's way more coming. I was like, oh, my God, how long is this? And apparently this is a common thing with Last of Us Part 2 is that it really feels like it's dragging on and on when you get to Abby's segment of the game. Because her part of the game is pretty much just as long as Ellie's, and Ellie's was a good 12 to 15 hours. So, even though I've only been playing with Abby at this point, probably about 5 hours, there's probably at least another, late stream, and then one or two maybe full earlier streams before I'm going to see the end of the game. So after tonight, potentially, we still got 2 more sessions that are going to probably take us through the next streaming week before I see the end of the game. Okay? Tonight we'll have some fun, and that'll be a great way to finish up our streaming week here. Okay? Tomorrow I'm off from streaming. Tuesday, my day off. I'll be heading out and doing stuff with my wife, mostly errands, but hopefully being able to get caught up because we've been, being in quarantine for 3.5 months. It's very different going back out again. It really is. Last week we finally had a full day out for the first time, and other things around here are starting to open up. We just got word, of all things, the local aquarium in Seattle. This aquarium that's in The Last of Us Part 2, although that aquarium in the game is nowhere near what the real aquarium looks like. It's just reopening starting this week. So, things that have been closed are just slowly starting to reopen again. So we'll see what happens, but I should have hopefully a good day tomorrow out with my wife. And then I'll be back on Wednesday with a very special event. This Wednesday is the retrospective marathon, everybody, where we go down memory lane and we look back at the 11 plus years that I've been a content creator here on the internet. You guys have been nominating your favorite moments from my, history of content creation on the internet over the past month. And you still have an opportunity to do so if you type !retrospective into the stream chat, or if you just wait every 15-20 minutes, the link should pop up itself in the stream chat for you to go to. Please continue to do so. This event is on Wednesday, so anything you submit today or tomorrow, we could still potentially watch during this marathon on Wednesday, okay? The more suggestions I get, the better. The more that we have to review or look at, the better, for sure. So please do. Please continue to submit stuff. I went through this listing yesterday of the things you guys have already nominated. It's a good variety of stuff. We've got game playthroughs such as sports games, WWE simulation matches, first-person shooters, RPGs, Dark Souls and Demon Souls, plus, game reviews, unboxings, year-end, countdowns. There's a lot of good stuff that's been included in this retrospective. In addition, someone actually went through the painstaking process of going through the internet and finding all of the archived channel backgrounds that I used to use on my channels back in the day when YouTube allowed you to use customized channel backgrounds. Before they completely did away with that practice. I think it was in like 2013 or something like that. So this retrospective should be pretty fun. Looking forward to it. In addition, we're going to look at the history of the vest. We're going to look at last retrospective when basically the vest was discovered and, I wore it during the stream. And then we're going to find the first stream where actually we hit a tip's goal and I put on the vest and it just remained a pattern from then on. Okay, so a lot of stuff to look at together this coming Wednesday. I'm always like when we do these marathons. They're always super fun. And I hope you guys will join me for that, all day Wednesday, starting at the usual time in the morning like we're doing here. But that stream will continue all day through like 7 p.m.-ish or longer, okay? Then on Thursday, normal scheduled gameplay will resume. It will be a major stream of The Last of Us Part 2. And that night, we will resume with the Fire Emblem Three Houses playthrough, okay? On Friday, it's going to be the continuation here of SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom and a throwback Street Fighter stream that I usually do Friday nights. Now, here's the thing. I don't know how much is left in SpongeBob. Most people are saying that this game technically has about 10 hours of story-based content if you're just looking to do the bare minimum and rush through it and beat it. As you've noticed, I'm not doing that. I'm trying to complete all the puzzles and everything that I come across. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get every single item, like every sock, every golden spatula, although I'd like to get it if I can. So my playthrough may be a little longer. Someone might beat this game in 10 to 12 hours. It may take me 20 hours because I'm doing extra exploration and extra content, okay? So far, I've done 2 major streams. And it's been about 7 hours of gameplay. So you figure if I play another session today, that'll be about 10, 11 hours of gameplay. And then maybe 2 more sessions, if it really is as long as people are saying if you take your time, which I am doing. So maybe I'll play it one more time on Friday, and then again over the weekend, like Sunday, and that'll be the end of the game. Okay? I guess we'll see. We got to see how it goes. But yeah, this coming weekend, basically it's going to be a balance of The Last of Us Part 2, trying to wrap that up, along with SpongeBob. Now, excuse me, I felt that coming. Whew. Now, here's the thing. I believe that the first new release of July, I think comes out around July 13th. I have to look this up. In fact, hold on a second, because I have the listing of games right over here. I wrote it down a couple months ago. Let's see. So it looks like... No, this is the old one. That's not it. This is it. The 10th. Okay. Yeah, okay. So Deadly Premonition 2 is the first major new release of July. And Deadly Premonition 2 is coming out on the 10th. Okay? So if you do the math, that's a week from this Friday. So let's say this weekend I end up finishing up both The Last of Us Part 2 and SpongeBob. That's potentially going to give me a few days where I could do something different. And let's face it, Deadly Premonition 2, I'm going to be playing it as a major featured game, but I can't just play that every day, all day. So I have the opportunity to maybe do a few different things. Maybe I can do a shorter game playthrough in the interim. I don't know what that would be. I have a few ideas in my head, but I'm kind of not 100% on what it would be yet. And probably what I'm going to end up doing for that week, because it's about a week, I'm probably going to bring back the chill streams at night, including Animal Crossing, Minecraft, and Morrowind. I think it just makes sense to do so. People have liked those playthroughs a lot, and were sad when they went on hiatus, so why not bring those back, right? Let me turn my fan on high here and see if it cools down the office. I may have to use the air conditioner, though. So we'll see. we'll see what happens. This week should be fun. Retrospective, continuing on, and possible conclusion of both Last of Us 2 and SpongeBob. And more than likely, on the night streams, maybe over the weekend, bring back some chill content for the late stuff. Okay, but we'll see. We'll play it by ear. We do have one more, at least probably one more session of Pokemon as well. If you were here yesterday for the late stream, it was Pokemon Sword. And we're very much approaching the end of the DLC. We've already done all the story content, and I believe there's like maybe 15 Pokemon left to either catch, evolve, or breed the lower evolutions of. So maybe one more night stream would wrap that up, and then that playthrough will be completed until the next DLC comes out way in the fall. I believe it's currently scheduled for like November. Okay? So that was been fun, but honestly not a super long DLC, but still a good time. Okay? So once this week progresses, we'll have more information. By the way, Ask the King was supposed to happen this coming week. That's not going to happen, simply because we've already got a retrospective marathon going on Wednesday. So more than likely next week, I will do Ask the King, which is my bi-monthly Q&A show where we just sit down and I answer your questions. We'll talk more about that as we get closer to it. But that's going to be probably not that very beginning of this week, coming up, but maybe the week after will be Ask the King. Fair enough? Now, also, for the month of July, we are bringing back the subscriber goal. What that is we attempt to hit a certain number of subscribers here on the channel, and if we do, there is a reward. The reward is going to be the return of the Viewer's Choice event. Because as of now, I'm almost done with all of your Viewer's Choice games, or I'm in the midst of them. So, the last few Viewer's Choice games were Donkey Kong 64, Banjo-Tooie, Fire Emblem Three Houses, and SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom. So, as you see, we're almost done with all of them. The only one that's going to keep going is Fire Emblem. We know that game's going to be going for quite some time. It's a super long game. I'm going to be playing it over the course of the entire summer. We know that. So, that one is fine to keep going. But now we need some new stuff, especially coming up in the month of August. There's not a lot going on in the realm of games. There's a lot going on in July with 4 new releases, but there's pretty much almost nothing going on until very late August. So we're going to need stuff to do during the month, and so a Viewer's Choice event would be a perfect thing for this month. If we hit the subscriber goal this month, it would give people then opportunity to nominate and vote, and then maybe like mid-August, we'd be able to maybe start up that playthrough, okay? Or if not earlier, because the thing is, if we hit the sub goal early in the month of July, then we can get that process going even earlier. Now, I've already been asked, will I be doing a Tier 2 subs goal? Chances are, if we hit the Tier 1 sub goal relatively quickly, yeah, we'll do a Tier 2 subs goal, where again, it'll probably be a second game. Okay, a second game for Viewer's Choice. So, let's see what happens, but yes, that's coming back this week. In fact, this Wednesday is July 1st, so I will set that up to get started during that retrospective marathon we're doing on Wednesday. Fair enough? And outside of all that, not much else to talk about in regards to schedule and everything. Everything's going good. The streams have been going good. I'll just mention this briefly again. All right, this last week, our Vest streak almost ended. All right, there was a stream on Friday night when I was playing Street Fighter where it was the very end of the stream. We had not hit the Vest goal. I stayed a little bit late. All right, and we ended up hitting it. But I advised everyone at that point, I can't stay late every night. There's nights when my wife is home and we have plans on stuff to do, and I can't stay late. In fact, just so you guys understand, today is one of those days. All right? My wife's been working, a ton this weekend. She's home. She wants to do stuff tonight. And I'm like, fair enough. I will not go late on the late stream tonight then. Okay? So, today I got to adjourn when my streams usually adjourn. My first stream ends around 4 p.m. Pacific time. My late stream usually ends roughly 9:15 Pacific time. So, if we don't hit the Vest goal, the Vest Street goal, the tips goal, whatever you want to call it, by those times, that's the end of the streak. Right now, we're currently at 158, which is amazing, obviously. We had the Vestival celebration on Wednesday of last week, and it continues, which is amazing. Again, thank you guys for all of this support. It is very awesome of you to allow me to hit all this stuff and keep going, all right? So positive. I appreciate it so much. It's going to help me. Trust me, this coming month of July is going to be a very challenging month for me. I've got so much I have to pay this month, including federal taxes. My state quarterly taxes are due. I have to pay a bunch of money to my tax lawyer so he can work with the federal government on reestablishing my back payment plan for taxes. And then I actually start have to paying that back payment plan for taxes. And also hope that they don't force me to try to pay a bunch of money up front that I don't have, because I just don't have any. So it's a crazy expensive month coming up for me. And your daily support with this goal has been helping tremendously to prepare for this month, okay? So thank you very much for that. I appreciate it. If you would like to contribute today, thank you very much in advance. I would strongly recommend, if you're going to tip today, to support the streams, please do so earlier rather than later. Why do I say that? Because I've noticed on streams where, let's say about halfway through the stream, we haven't hit the tip goal yet, people freak out. They start spamming the stream chat with, oh my God, is this the end of the streak? And is anyone going to tip? And are we going to rally? And blah, blah, blah. And admittedly, it is very distracting. I'm trying to just play a game and have fun and relax with you guys. That's the whole point of my streams. The point of my stream is not the vest goal. Although, admittedly, the vest goal has become a running theme of my streams and has been a big source of positivity and support over the last 3 months. I don't want my daily stream to just be about hitting a tips goal and putting on a vest. Okay? And what's happened is there's been some times where it's down to the wire, and the last hour of the stream, it's just people talking about it. I'm like, guys, please, I don't want to start timing people out and banning people for it, but it gets out of hand. And it becomes increasingly harder for me to focus on the game and the stream, and especially interacting with you guys, in the stream chat, because I'm trying to talk to you, and half the people in the stream chat are just talking about the vest. It's like, come on, guys, So please understand, number one, it's not all about that. And if we don't hit the vest goal today, it's okay. Really. I mean it. It's okay. Would people be disappointed? Of course. But it's not the end of the world. You guys have supported me for 3 straight months in this really positive way. Don't freak out about it. Okay? Don't. Don't make the whole chat about it, guys. Let's have a good time. Let's have fun with the games. Let's talk today. Today's going to be a retro platforming day with SpongeBob, but there's going to be a lot of opportunity to just talk about stuff. That's what I want to do. So I hope that's what the stream is, and it's not just vest. All right? But if you are considering going out of your way, going above and beyond, and contributing, to this vestry, please do so as early as you can. Only because that way it'll keep people quiet. If we hit the vest goal, then people will stop asking about if we're going to hit the vest goal. Okay? Thank you very much. Okay, guys. Now, a couple quick things to talk about before we get to the rest of our stream here today. First off, my neck is very stiff today. First off, there's apparently a new Battle Royale game coming out. Oh, boy. What an original concept, right? What a really just... In mid-2020, now is the pertinent time to start releasing a new Battle Royale game. But don't worry, guys. I'm sure when the game comes out, every major streamer will be paid to play it and promote it here on Twitch. And you will see every major streamer playing it for big bucks. Because that's how it works. The game, I think it's called Hyperspace, and it's made by Ubisoft, and it's a futuristic-looking game. Not a military-style modern game, but a futuristic-looking game. And apparently it's going to be first-person. I don't know if there's any information on if it's PC only or if it's actually going to be cross-platform on consoles at launch or not. But apparently, people just found out about this. I guess a lot of media about the game just hit the internet, like, today. And I guess there's supposed to be a big reveal later this week. I think it's supposed to be like July 2nd, where they're going to reveal it all, show gameplay, and of course, probably start giving out exclusive beta access to the top streamers, pay them thousands and thousands of dollars to play the game exclusively, to try to hype you up to get to play it. They'll probably be handing out beta keys on their stream so that you get hyped for it and play it, because it's a special elitist inclusive club of people who get to play it. The standard marketing strategy for this kind of game. All right. Am I interested in it? Well, first of all, if it's only on PC, no. If it actually comes out cross-platform on other consoles, I would consider at least giving it a look. As you guys know, I haven't done Battle Royale in a while. I think Battle Royale has kind of been played out. Years that I played it. First I played PUBG, then I played H1Z1, then I shifted over to Black Ops 4 Blackout, Then after that, kind of went back to PUBG for a little bit. And then I played Modern Warfare's Wars. What is it called? Warzone? I don't know what the fuck it's called anymore. I seriously don't. And I hated that, so I just kind of stopped playing Battle Royale altogether. Didn't really care anymore. So if this one does come out for consoles, I would give it a look. I'm not saying that it was something that I would adopt and play all the time, but I would at least give it a shot. You know, much like Apex Legends and all that. If it's free on a console, I'll at least give it a look. It's it's first person, much like Apex Legends, much like Modern Warfare. And that's about all we know right now. I don't know if it's going to be purely team-based or if there'll be solos. You know, it's brand new. It's literally brand new, hot off the presses, doesn't have full information about it yet on the internet. But it is Ubisoft. So let that at least be known. You know, Ubisoft, who recently has been in insane amounts of hot water for executives with allegations of sexual misconduct and getting these executives being suspended because of it. You know, I don't know. And of course, Ubisoft, one of the great microtransaction monsters of game development. So we'll see what happens with this game coming up. And, you know, if there's more information later this week, maybe this game will have an open beta on consoles or whatever, I would consider giving it a look. All right. But if it ends up being one of these inclusive, special, PC only, hype it up by paying top streamer kind of deals, you know, I'm apprehensive about it. Okay? Now, the only other thing going on, as you know, we've been talking about it all week, the banning of Dr. Disrespect from Twitch. No updates whatsoever in the last day about this at all. In fact, it's been almost 2 days now. No updates at all. And yesterday we talked about some of the speculation and the rumors in regards to why he was banned and about the emergence of a new streaming platform that supposedly is going to be announced today. All right? So, got a little bit more information about this. So, one of the reasons that people brought up this rumor about Dr. Disrespect maybe being banned because of his possible promotion and or switching over to another streaming platform is because he was teasing on some of his streams a big announcement on June 29th. He was teasing this. Now, no one knew what it was. He didn't give any hints or anything. It was just like there was a placeholder picture or something that was playing on his streams that said June 29th or 6/29. And so, you know, people were interested on what it was about, and they thought maybe it had something to do with something else. And it just so happens that this supposed new streaming service called Brime said that they also had a huge announcement on July 29th. In addition, apparently this streaming service Brime was only following certain streamers, including Dr. Disrespect, Shroud, and Ninja. Does that mean anything? Absolutely not. It could mean that this little indie service that no one ever heard of, it just happened that they were going to announce their service opening or something today, and they wanted to follow big streamers. It doesn't mean jack diddly. People are just the craziest conspiracy theorists when it comes to this stuff. It certainly doesn't seem to me like this is the case. Like, why on earth, if Dr. Disrespect, one of the biggest streamers on the planet, makes millions of dollars a year doing what he does, why would he go to a tiny little indie platform that likely doesn't have a lot of financial backing, certainly is not going to have a lot of stability? Why would he leave guaranteed millions and millions and millions of dollars on Twitch to go to that? That doesn't make any logical sense at all. Okay? Another speculation that we had is maybe it's not that at all. Maybe it's something like part of the Me Too movement, part of this whole Speak Out movement. Again, you know, it's these sexual allegations that are being thrown around all over the world against people from every single industry. And they were thinking maybe there's a new one against him or whatever. And one of the reasons people believe that is because apparently a lot of Dr. Disrespect sponsors dropped him. A lot of his products were removed from listings on the internet, right? Well, I guess maybe not, because I guess what they were saying today is that it looks like, it actually looks like a lot of his products have returned. Why on earth were all of his listings removed for one day and then returned? Maybe it was these companies with sponsorships with him had no idea what was going on when he got banned from Twitch either. Like, they just didn't know, and they wanted to be sure that if something did come out, like, God forbid, it ended up being, oh yeah, another Me Too movement deal against him, and now he looks like crap because of this. They don't want to be selling his products. So maybe they, as an apprehensive move for PR, these companies just pulled down his products for one day, kind of waited to see what was happening, and when nothing surfaced, they just put everything back up. I don't know. But anyway, supposedly today is supposed to be the big day. And what I mean by that is all the conspiracy theorists on the internet were saying, Monday, we're going to know. We're going to find out, man. We're going to know exactly what's been going on all along because there's going to be an announcement. It's whether it's Dr. Disrespect's announcement that he was supposed to do or whether it's the other announcement of another streaming service or whatever, you know. I don't know. I honestly, my honest take on this, I don't think anything's going to happen today at all. Like I told you guys, I think my guess is that Dr. Disrespect's going to be sued or something for something serious. We don't know what, but he's basically going to be sued. And because of that, that's why Twitch isn't saying anything outright publicly, that there's going to be some legal notice that's going to be served. And I don't think it has anything to do with Brime or whatever the fuck this thing is that no one's ever heard of. This sounds ridiculous to me. Okay? But maybe I'm wrong. I mean, again, we have no information. This morning I did a poll. I did a Twitter poll. Okay? To see what you guys thought. And just to give you guys some preliminary results on that poll, because I have it running for like 12 hours here. So I ran a poll, and the poll was as follows. Today we'll supposedly get info on a new streaming service to compete with Twitch and maybe answers regarding the ban on Dr. Disrespect. This will likely be A, awesome news, B, hugely underwhelming, or C, complete BS all along. 388 people as of this moment have voted. 21% of you say it'll be awesome news. We're excited for positive news coming out of this. All this hype this week, all this controversy this week. 33% of you, 1/3 of you, have said it's going to be hugely underwhelming. It's going to be information that maybe is not exactly exciting. And we all hyped it up, or not we, but maybe certain people hyped it up, you know, to try to get drama on their videos and get views and clicks with half information or no information. I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case. The last option, it's going to be complete BS all along. 46% of people who voted believe that. Guess what? More than likely, that's correct. More than likely, everything regarding all of this is bullshit. It's just people talking out of their butts. Okay? And that's sad. That we are such a... The internet culture is, at this point, so focused on creating drama. Right? On creating, you know, so much stuff that is not true, that we have to, like, go through these paces of nonsense before we actually get anything that's even close to being a piece of truth. And that's unfortunate. I feel that's unfortunate. I feel that maybe we should be more mature than that. You know, we have no information. All right, that's great. Let's wait. Let's see if there's any information. Instead of just saying, let's just make stuff up. Let's believe every crazy conspiracy theory. Let's fish on Reddit for crazy things. You know what I mean? Like, that's you know me. I'm not someone who buys into the bullshit. I'm just not. For me, the whole reason I've even talked about this situation is because it's so weird. We have never seen a ginormous major streamer get banned outright from a platform out of nowhere with no explanation. It's never happened. We've had people like PewDiePie say the N-word on stream, and all he gets is a slap on the wrist. We've had YouTubers with dead bodies hanging in a suicide forest in Japan while they joke in front of the dead swinging bodies, and they got a slap on the wrist. So to me, it's like, damn, this had to be an outright, you know, really big thing to get banned like he did. And now it's been days. You know, now it's been, 3+ days with no update. So obviously everyone's going to be talking about it. But the way that this internet goes crazy and just makes shit up is wild. The crazy connections. Like yesterday, what I talked about was the rumor that, it has to do with Spotify doing a streaming service that's unannounced. And Spotify's owned by Google. Like, no, it's not. Spotify's not owned by Google at all. This is complete misinformation being passed around the internet. It can be debunked in 5 seconds. But yet people still pass these theories around as fact. So it's very confusing. My take is this. This is my prediction. I could be completely wrong. I think everyone's going to be sitting here on the edge of their seats all day today, waiting for information. Oh man, I can't wait. Finally, today's the day we get the answers. We're not going to hear a single peep out of anybody today because none of it was true. It's all stupid. You know? I really feel we're going to get nothing about any of this. Or this Prime service, whatever it is, maybe we'll get a little bit of information about it, and it'll have nothing to do with Dr. Disrespect at all. It's just going to be its own thing. Yeah, we're launching a streaming service. Here it is. You know, hell, it'll be completely unrelated. Okay? So, for me, you know, that's my take on it. I'm not expecting much at all. I think this is ridiculous and silly. The whole deal. If we have more information, obviously, you know, I'll talk about it. You know, sometimes we get live breaking news during a stream. In which case, yeah, I'll look into it and we can talk about it. But I don't think we're going to get anything. I think all day it's going to be people scouring the internet for stuff and there'll be nothing. That's my take anyway. But I guess we'll see what happens, okay? Alright, that's it. That's all I really got to talk about. Now, bear with me. My nose is itching me like crazy. I want to blow my nose quickly before I sneeze. Give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back, and then we'll continue on here, okay? Okay, guys, I'm back. So I do have one final thing. I almost forgot about it, but I have one final thing I want to talk with you guys about before we get to shout-outs, all right? This is kind of important, actually, because this is actually about the future of the vest streak, all right? So here's the thing. The entire time that I have done this vest streak, it's been over 3 months, okay? We're now currently at vest streak 158, and, you know, looking to continue it, okay? On Wednesday, I'm doing the first marathon since February, and this is actually the first marathon that will be contained within this ongoing vest streak. All right? So what does that mean? Well, it means that unlike a normal day where I do 2 gameplay streams and we go for 2 streaks, you know, this is only 1 stream. It's going to start at like 10:15 in the morning and go all the way till 7 p.m. or later. So it's only going to be 1 streak. Okay, 1 stream is what I meant to say. But what do I do? Because in a normal day, I technically have 2 streams and 2 tips goals, right? So since we're doing an extended stream, all right, should we do a stream where there's a tips goal of $200? Because that's the goal. It would have been the goal for the whole day, only it's contained to only 1 stream. Right? But if we do that, does it only count as 1 streak? I don't even know how to explain this. You see what I'm saying? Like, let's say I do that. Let's say on Wednesday, there's a $200 tips goal for the entirety of the stream. All right? But then, does it only count as 1 on the streak? It's per stream. 1 stream equals 1 streak entry. I'm reading what people are saying right now. See, this is the first time while the streak has been running that this has ever happened that we're going to do a marathon. So what we need to really do is figure out how to handle it so that you guys are in agreement and it all makes sense. 1 stream equals 1 streak. People are saying 1 to 1. You can't count it for 2. All right? It can't double dip. It cannot count for 2. But now people are saying 100 is 1 streak. Right? 100 is one streak. Okay, but the stream is going to be twice as long as a normal stream. My normal streams run from 10:15 to 4 p.m. So if you do the math, that's just under 6 hours. My late streams usually run 2 hours. Okay, this stream is going to run from 10:15 to like 7 or later. So in reality, there's actually extra streaming that's going to happen that day. You see? So you guys are saying I should just do a $100 tips goal. And if we hit the $100 tips goal, great. It's considered the streak continues. If I get extra, that's nice. But okay. I understand that. That makes sense. So it'll be one stream. It'll be a $100 tips goal, like always, for one stream. If we exceed it, great. You know, that'd be amazing. We could always do a tier 2 tips goal where I change vests or I put on the gunner glasses or whatever. But it'll be one stream. It'll count as one stream only. Now, understand, if we do that, right? If we do that, that means that might hold back a little bit on the streak. Because normally it's 2 a day, and it won't be. It's what's going to end up happening is we're going to have an odd number. Like, let's say, so let's hypothetically, let's say today we hit the streak. Both streams. So that's 160. Since Wednesday will only be one stream, that means Wednesday's going to be 161. And then every day is going to increase by 2, so it'll be 162, 163 on Thursday, 165 on Friday. You see what I mean? As long as now Mighty Derek says no, counted as 2. Well, it counted as 2, then we got to do the 200. So then it would be a $200 tips goal for the entirety of the streaks. It's actually a longer stream than if I had done 2 separate streams, and it would count as 2, a 2 streak. Alice Telemon says we should do 2 and 200. Okay? But others are saying, no, it's one stream. That's ridiculous. Just count it as 1 and do it as 100. Look, I think no matter what I do, this is going to be confusing. Like I said, we've never done this before. Baltazar Alucard says, well, it would be pretty bad if you raise it to 200 and then ends up failing. I guess that would suck. If I raise it to 200, we only raise what if we raise 100, not 200? Oh man, it's like damned if you do and damned if you don't, right? Cancel the vest streak altogether. All right, guys, that's it. That was a good. All right, so thank you, Fanny Schmeller. That's it. We're done, guys. All right, the vest streak has been erased. We're done. No more vests. I'm deleting the streak. The streak has been deleted, and that is it. Now we don't have to worry about it at all, right? There you go. You guys happy? I'm just, this is why I'm talking with you guys about it. I want to do the right thing. I want to do the thing that makes the most sense and that you guys won't be confused. Let me put it to you this way. I don't care if we do it either way. Either way is okay with me. Whatever you guys want to do, I'm willing to do on Wednesday. You want to do it as it's one stream, so it's a $100 tips goal, and it counts as one streak, we'll do that. You want to do it as, it's technically a double up, even longer than double up stream, so we should do a $200 tips goal, and it counts as 2. I do that too. I really don't care. The thing is, I want to know it up front. This is the thing. I want to figure it out today, so that way on Wednesday it's set up, it's ready to go. It's not, we're trying to figure this out on the fly, and now there's all confusion, and people get upset if we don't hit it. You see? There does not seem to be there does not seem to be agreement here. See, now here we go. So here's the slippery slope. Someone just said, well, if you're going to count that stream as 2, if you hit 200, then every stream that's ever hit 200 has to be counted as 2. Oh, my God. No, we're not doing that either. We're definitely not. Oh, my God. You see how this opens the floodgates for confusion? This is why. All right. Jack Spartacus, I think he's the voice of reason here. Jack Spartacus says, just do 1 for 1. I think, you know what? Here's what we're going to do. All right, folks. Wednesday will be one stream. It will count as one stream. We'll have a tips goal of $100. If we hit the tips goal, the streak continues, and it counts as 1. But How about this? If we double the tips goal, I'll count it as 2. How about that? How about the only requirement to keep the streak going for Wednesday is to hit the $100 tips goal? All right? We hit 100, boom, it continues. Excellent. But if we happen to double it, I'll count it as 2. How you like that? So that way there's no pressure. There's no pressure to have to double it. But if we do, I'll count it as 2. That way, everyone wins. Everyone wins. Yes. We all win. Oh, shit. There goes my hand squeezer. Oh, I hit the floor. Now it's filthy. Ah, son of a bitch. Oh, my God. Yuck. Fuck. Ugh. I have a hand squeezer. It's shaped like an egg. It's a hand exerciser. It's very useful for someone like me. My job is to play games all day. And it helps me get the muscles in my hand, you know, working and not get all stiff. I just dropped it on the floor. Now it's gross. Ugh, fuck. Well, I got too excited. I figured it out and I got too excited. All right. So here's how it goes. This Wednesday, it's a marathon event retrospective stream. Very special event. I'm excited for it. It birthed the vest streak last time around when we did it in February. There will only be a $100 tips goal. If we hit this tips goal, I'll put on the vest. It'll count as the streak, and it'll continue the streak. But if we double the tips goal, we'll do a tier 2 reward, and I'll count it as 2 on the vest streak. But it's not required. That's what we're going to do. And then this Thursday, we go back to the normally scheduled way that the streaks work. All right. That's how it's going. Okay? And that's it. No, I'm not changing anything else. People are like, well, are you going to change it on other days? No. It's going to be the same moving forward. This is the exception to the rule because this is a special day where we're doing a marathon rather than a regular day. So the thing is, I'm going to try to explain this later on Twitter, and no one's going to understand what I'm saying. They're going to be like, huh? What does that mean? I know typing that out versus actually talking through it logically on a stream like this, it's going to be like so confusing. So maybe I'll just have to really explain it again on stream multiple times today and tonight, and hopefully it'll get through to everybody. Okay. Oh, brother. All right, so anyway, that's it. Let's get to shout-outs now, shall we? Let's get to shout-outs. Okay, so we start off today with Poopy Poop Gaming USA, who resubscribed for 22 months overnight. Thank you, Poopy Poop Gaming USA, for the overnight support. That is much appreciated. Only Iced Coffee gifted a subscription to Polish Frog this morning. Congratulations to Polish Frog. And thank you to Only Iced Coffee for the ongoing support as well. You've gifted so many subs recently. It is much appreciated. Only Iced Coffee then did a 100-bit cheer to be the first cheer of the day. And said first cheer of the week. Actually, that's true. It is the first cheer of the week because according to Twitch, today is the first streaming day of the week. They reset overnight from Sunday to Monday. All right. He says, do you have any breakfast or coffee this morning? I did not. What I had was one of those VA energy drinks. I drank one on stream last night during Pokemon, and I had another one this morning, and that was it. I didn't have any breakfast or anything this morning. I probably should have because I'm hungry, but most days I don't. Blanca Balls tipped me $3 and says, Pluto called. If you could please stop sending assholes. So thank you, Blanca Balls. First tip of the day. That is a reference to yesterday's pre-stream where basically I said to people, if you have an issue with me having an opinion on something or talking about a current event, you think that, like, for some reason I'm singled out and special, I'm not allowed to do that while everyone else on planet Earth gets to, you should leave the planet. Because that's not how it works. You know? You have a right to talk about topics. Just because you don't like me doesn't mean that I don't have the ability and the right to talk about stuff. And people are being so ridiculous. How dare you talk about the Dr. Disrespect situation? Because I can. And because I want to. It's pertinent to me. It's pertinent to me as a content creator. It's a first-time thing. If I want to talk about it, great. If not, get the fuck off of Earth. Go to another planet where apparently, you know, mass censorship of shit like this is allowed. Because it ain't allowed here. All right? So thank you, Blanca Balls, for the first tip of the day. I appreciate it. Carlton Jr. did a 100-bit cheer. He said, what's up, Phil? Are you still able to play PS3 games? I think I remember having problems asking because of viewer's choice. Oh, yes. No problems. what was happening, at least from what I found, was my PS3 was having a lot of issues with HDMI cables. For some reason, I had bought these cables on Amazon like a million years ago. We're talking like 5+ years ago. I bought like 10 of them at a multi-pack or whatever. And the cables at first work fine, but after a few months of using them, apparently they start to wear out and have issues where the video would cut in and out and shit. And so a lot of times when I was trying to play stuff on my PS3, the video was cutting out, and that was years ago though. But since then, I bought better cables, and now it's fine. I haven't had a single issue with capturing or anything off of my PS3 since maybe 2-3 years. So we're good. Anything you guys want for viewers' choice, you want to nominate something that's on PS3 or even on PlayStation Network to be emulated on PS3, that's fine. It all works. Okay? Dusk Noir has tipped me $3. Thank you to Dusk Noir for a $3 tip. Is appreciated. Let me add that to the total tips for today. Sony tipped me $5. Well, thank you, Sony. Of course, this is officially the real company Sony sent me $5. How nice of them to support my streams. Okay, $5 tip. That's up to $11 total dollars in tips. And Sony says the following. If we want to talk about retrospective, would you consider bringing back the PlayStation 4 home music for Wednesday's pre-stream? It would set a retro tone for longtime fans, a send-off to the PS4, and a retro vibe, just like what NXT did in your house. So what are you saying? What are you... Oh, wait, okay. You're saying the PS4 dashboard theme. I get it. He didn't say that here. He said the home music. I was like, what's PS4 home? He means the dashboard. Okay. I did that for many years. In fact, PS4 came out, what was it, 2013? And I did that all the way through until basically I became a full-time streamer. In like 2017, that's when people were like, you should really play music. And that's when I started instituting, let's do the remixes for pre-stream music. So I've been doing it for about 3 years now. But before that, it was always the PS4 dashboard music. It's very relaxing, the PS4 dashboard music. It really is. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? Would you really care if for one day we didn't have pre-stream remixes and instead we did the PS4 dashboard music? Is that what you guys really want? Or do you like the pre-stream music? Would anyone even care? I guess that's it. Would anyone even care? Or even notice? I'm sure people would notice, but I don't know if anyone would actually give a crap about it. Another good question, would I even remember? Because I don't know if I would. This Wednesday I'll be coming back from my break, and I don't even know if I would remember to do it. All right, well, let's see. If I remember to do it on Wednesday, I'll do it just for variety's sake, but no guarantees. Chances are, after this conversation ends, it'll be stricken from my memory because my brain is like, Swiss cheese. The Villain X has resubscribed for 14 months. Thank you for 14 months of support, Villain X. I appreciate that very much. Crap Cock tipped me 105. Tipped me 105. No, he cheered 105 bits. That's the biggest cheer of the day. So let's get Crap Cock on the leaderboard. And he says, what did I have for dinner yesterday? Turkey hot dogs and mac and cheese for dinner. Very basic, summertime-like cuisine. Turkey hot dogs taste just as good as regular hot dogs and have less than half the fat and bad things for you. So, it's pretty good. Bunch of dumb fuck nudniks tipped me $1 saying, you're well aware how the stream chat went nuts at the end of your Last of Us 2 stream yesterday. How are you going to handle tonight's events? I'm just going to play the game and not give a fuck. And we're going to get through it and just keep going. Well, you know what I mean? Like, to every immature person on the internet, this scene coming up apparently in Last of Us 2 is such a big scene. To me, I don't give two shits. I'm just going to play the game and get through it and keep going. Like, what do you think's going to happen? What's going to happen? My head is going to spontaneously combust and explode. Flaming brains will splatter the walls of my office live on stream tonight. Right? Who cares? And I mean that too. Who cares? If you have an ounce of maturity in your body, why the hell do you give a shit about a single scene in the game, right? Now, it may be a scene that ultimately I have something to say about, and ultimately when I review the game, perhaps I'll have something to say about it, but I'm not going to, oh my god, I've lost my shit. That's it, man. Who cares? We'll play the game, we'll have fun tonight like we've been doing the whole time. Okay? Angelo Best just tipped me $10, biggest tip of the day. Thank you, Angelo, and he says, shout out to my main man, Jonah Hill. Okay, thank you very much to Angelo, first of all, for the tip. Let's get that on the leaderboard. Excuse me. There we go. And I guess shout out to Jonah Hill. Apparently it's his main man. All right, very nice. Blanca balls to me $1.30. He says, I saw you doing a Blanca ball out of a combo or something that hit like an overhead. You passed right through the opponent. What's up with that? I believe that is, if this is what I'm thinking, okay, this is something that I did during a Super Turbo match, Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo match on Friday. It is a strategy that you can only use in a very rare situation, but it's very effective, okay? So here's the situation. You're using Blanca. Your opponent has almost no health left, okay? Meaning like one more hit and you win the game. So here's what you do. You knock them down, and as they're getting up with almost no health, you can time a Blanca ball to pass through their body when they're waking up, meaning when they're standing up off the ground, and it could completely reverse their block. It becomes basically a crossover or a cross-up hit, as if you were jumping over them and hitting them with a cross-up move, where they would have to reverse their block in midair. But in this case, you're doing a move that's just a horizontal moving move across the screen, and it hits them backwards. All right? Now, the tricky thing about this, there's no way to know how to block it. Because with Blanca's balls, you could use 3 different timings on each of his strength of his Blanca balls. You could jab, medium punch, or fierce punch, and each one's completely different speed. And depending on, like, I'm not even kidding, like it's like a 2 pixel difference or something crazy like that, it could reverse the block. So there's no way to know how to block. Like, especially if you're playing online, there's definitely no way to know how to block. It's a guessing game, because online, it's not even, like, legit. Online, because the netcode is bad, it could just make you guess which way to block. Like, you could show one way, you block that way, and the game's like, nope, actually, he went 2 more pixels to the right, you just didn't show it, so you get hit anyway. Okay? So it's actually a really good strategy to use with Blanca in Super Turbo in that situation. But it's a very rare situation that happens, because first of all, Blanca sucks. So Blanca actually has to get to the end of a round, be up on health, and have only one hit. Because the thing is, here's the thing. Let's say, for example, that Blanca ball would not kill the opponent. You would be in huge trouble. Because if the Blanca ball crosses up and hits, it doesn't knock down. So the person will get hit, but then you'll land right in front of them and be wide open. They could do a giant combo. They could hit you with a super. They could completely destroy you if the Blanca ball doesn't hit them. Okay? In addition, it's a huge chance. Reason being, let's say, for example, they just guessed correctly. I don't know if it's going to hit left or right. Oh, left. And then it blocks. You're fucked. They get a free combo. Okay? So, it's very risky, but if you've been playing the game as long as me, you usually know the timings, you know how to do it right, and that's why I did it, and it worked. It was very effective. It was very impressive looking. Only Iced Coffee is now getting a subscription to Jonathan Rojas 90. Congratulations, Jonathan Rojas, on the sub, and thank you again, Only Iced Coffee, for all of this support recently. Okay? Excuse me. Only Iced Coffee has gifted a sub to Purio Niku. Congratulations, Purio Niku. And again, thank you, Only Iced Coffee. Very, very generous. Let's give a shout out to the cheerers, top cheers of the week, of which there's 3, because only 3 people have cheered because the week just reset here on Twitch. We've got Carlton Jr. and Only Iced Coffee tied for second, and Crabcock is the current top cheerer of the week. Thank you, guys. And Crabcock, no, excuse me, Only Iced Coffee has already gifted 3 subscriptions today. Awesome. Thank you very much, Only Iced Coffee. Okay, guys. So that is it. Let's take a break. I got to use the bathroom. All right. When I come back, we will resume with SpongeBob. If you remember, we are in Mermaid Man's lair, we're about to do this very complex ball puzzle where there's a big metal ball rolling on a track, and we need to hit a bunch of switches in order to get it to complete. And we'll continue on from there. It's been a lot of fun so far, and very relaxing game, too. Hope you guys have enjoyed the playthrough. I'm looking forward to lots of fun interaction with you guys right after this short break. So thank you guys very much. I appreciate it. I'll see you guys on the other end of the break with SpongeBob. See you in just a bit.